think to myself, what would Carl Levin do? WWCLD. What would Carl Levin do when faced with really difficult questions, essential questions of our democracy? He was never one to simply complain, right? He was not going to do what we call at the Pentagon admiring the problem, talking about it and examining it, but then not doing anything about it. He was someone who acted. And his primary way of acting was through his passion, which was investigations, right? He served on important committees that helped expose the loopholes that the executive branch and other powerful people were exploiting to get ahead. He would want right now Congress to reassert its Article I powers, just the basic things that are in the Constitution, that the Congress has the power of the purse, and the executive must work with, not against the Congress if they want money and to make financial decisions. We're seeing these kinds of abuses that would have him turn in his grave in real time. Attacking independent organizations like the Fed and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, deploying the military in American streets, refusing to spend congressionally appropriated funds and usurping the power of the purse, personally profiting off the presidency would really irk him. And the president has become, we believe, a billionaire in the meme coin that he has issued. This would really turn Carl over. He hated when people got rich off the backs of the taxpayer. He would be leading the charge if he was here to fix these issues. He'd be investigating all of these things, and he'd be building support for the legislation to close those loopholes. He spent nearly a decade investigating how corporations and individuals were using tax loopholes to avoid paying near $100 billion in taxes. And one of his most famous investigations was on Enron, right? Seems like 100 years ago, but on Enron, where Enron had massive debts and inflated earnings. He introduced a legislation to close what's now called the Enron loophole, which allowed many of these abuses. And he fought hard to pass it. He built coalitions to pass it, including across the aisle, and eventually succeeded overcoming a presidential veto, which is not an easy thing to do. But I think that Carl would also recognize in a very twisted way that what Trump and those around him are doing provides us actually a roadmap of where we need to make government oversight stronger.